Ja, ich bin noch immer auf der Mindset Money und ich freue mich, meinen nächsten Interviewpartner hier zu haben, ist Steven von Pasinex. Pasinex haben wir schon ein paar Mal vorgestellt bei uns und ja, jetzt wollen wir immer mal fragen, was es so Neues gegeben hat. Thank you that you are coming. So first question is, what was really the highlights, the bullet points in the last 3 to 6 months of the company?
Yeah, we've been advancing our two projects, our copper project in the north and our zinc project in the south. Our copper project in the north, we've been doing a lot of work all around the project and we're finding a whole heap of new mineralisation all around the project, copper mineralisation obviously, all around the project. And what we're starting to realise is we've got what I think is a much bigger copper system there. We're also doing the basics. We're doing geophysics right at the moment, and we've been doing some channel sampling in the rocks. And again, finding quite a lot of copper in our copper project. In our zinc project, the property we've been most focused on is a property called Pinargozu, and that had old adits in it from old small-scale mining. So what we've been doing is refurbishing those adits to get them ready so we can drill underground, and hopefully actually very soon we'll be starting to drill underground. But in refurbishing one of the adits, we struck zinc, and actually we ended up pulling out, because we had to clear it out, we ended up pulling out about 400 tons of nearly 30% zinc. So this was great, one, because that's got value, but also because we know the zinc's there, and it guides us in terms of where we're going to drill. So I mean that's been very good, very exciting. So
sounds really, really interesting. It's a strange thing when you clean something up and you produce something from them. So it's really a nice thing.
It's a nice surprise. Yeah, absolutely.
So, but more important than the history is the future.
Yes.
So what do you think coming up in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, I want to drill. I already just said that we're getting ready to drill on the zinc, and we intend to continue drilling on the zinc, both Pinargozu and the property right next to that called Akea. So that's our plans, to drill both of them next year, or starting this year and then going into next year. On the copper, the same. There's two areas that we want to drill. One particularly down the southern part of our Goldchuk property, and that will be our main focus, but we'll also try and drill in one of the other areas on the property as well. So very much trying to drill, very much trying to drive the projects, both Goldchuk and the zinc project, to a PEA either by the end of next year or the beginning of the year after.
Okay, it's a nice plan and a straightforward plan.
Yep.
But in general, the markets are really in a bad shape.
Yes.
So, what is your expectation in general to the markets? Are we really on the bottom, or you see another drop in the market?
Well, you're right. The markets have been tough. This year's been tough. We raised about $900,000 this year, mostly from existing shareholders, but which is great, and it's great to have their support. But my expectation is that next year's the same. My expectation is that it's going to be another tough year. We might be at bottom, but I don't think we're pulling out fast. So I think we might sit at bottom for a bit longer yet. That's my expectation. Clearly here in Minds of Money, we've been talking to a lot of people, and there is some indications of optimism, but very cautious. So I think we're still in for a tough year.
In general, coming to zinc and copper market, especially zinc, we know that a lot of mines shut down in the next, or this year or next years. So it should be a good copper market for the, especially in the long term view, not maybe in the short term, but in the long term, it should be a great market.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, copper actually is still very good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the fundamentals of copper, and that's not really the problem with the market right at the moment. And you're quite right. If anything, the outlook for zinc is very positive in the next couple of years because of supply coming off the mining side. Copper and zinc, I think, are great places to be from a commodity point of view. That's not the problem, in my view. It's a problem of, there's been, some bad news, a lot of bad news, to be quite honest, from the mining industry in general, both from the majors all the way down, and investors are a bit gun shy.
Yes, that's right. So, thank you for the interview. Was nice to have you here, and good luck for the future, and see you next year.
Thank you very much.